Winter meetings as a manager, how has that changed? What's the excitement level for you going through this in the manager's year?
Yeah, really exciting. First year as a manager, being here at the winter meetings, and a lot of great conversations going on. I see how busy it is and everything, but just really excited about getting down here and getting our group fully together, and looking forward to 2026.
So far this offseason, you guys have been connected to some higher profile free agents. As a manager, is that exciting? I mean, what have the discussions been on your end whenever it comes to team building?
Yeah, really exciting. We all know how much 2026 means, and a lot of discussions going on about building towards that, and started right after the season was over this year. Obviously 2025 didn't go as we had hoped, and really looking forward to 26 and just covering every avenue that we possibly can to try to improve the team for next year.
What do you feel this team needs to do to be where it wants to be in 26?
Offensively, we need to get better. We've talked about that a lot. We need to get better on the offensive side. We need to continue to be really good on the pitching front. You know, that's the foundation of our team, and continue to be really good there, and find a way to score some more runs to win more baseball games.
Donnie, are you confident that there will be execution in terms of being able to bring in some external additions to improve the offense?
Yeah, really love the conversations that have been going on, and can't speak specifically to any individual thing per se, but just a lot of great conversation, a lot of great things that are happening, and really with the ultimate goal of winning in Pittsburgh in 26.
You talked about, the external additions potentially to the offense, but internally, have you guys evaluated how you feel you can get better as a group?
Yeah, we're always beating that up. And that's a daily basis thing. That's throughout the season, having different monthly goals as part of the process, and then continuing after the season was over, reviewing 25, and it's something that we do have to get better at offensively, continuing to have our guys get better, as well as look to improve the club in any way possible.
Don, do you want the offense to have a specific identity, and if so, what might that be?
Yeah, I think that what we talked about last year was, when we were really good, I thought we handled at bats really well. We continued to pass the baton. I know it was something that when we had those stretches of being good offensively, it was we passed the baton, we got guys on base, and then that 2-out, that big hit is the thing that eluded us a lot at times, and finding a way to get guys in their comfort zone in those big moments to come up with a big hit. Easier said than done, but continuing to push towards that for next year.
So do you see that as a comfort thing that needs to be changed, or do you see that as just get someone who gets big hits, to get some sort of big hitter?
Both. I think that can come internally and externally. We've got guys that have stepped up in those moments, last year and in the past. And could it be somebody externally that comes in to do that? Of course it could. I think the one thing that, as I've thought about last year and going forward, is continuing to be aggressive, finding ways to push the envelope in ways, playing baseball the right way, running the bases aggressively to ensure that we're doing everything we can to maximize our chance to win.
From bench coach to manager, how different is your involvement at this part of the season as the team building is happening at the front office level? Were you very involved as bench coach? Are you very involved now? In what ways do you sort of try to lend your eye into the process?
Yeah, more. I think as a bench coach, involved on the fringes. As a manager, definitely involved in the conversations. This is honestly, it's my first winter meetings that I've been to, so excited to be down here. Excited to be, part of the conversation, and really, as we look towards building in 26, the things that we've talked about adding offensively is the biggest thing, and directly involved in those conversations as well.
When it comes to free agency, you're selling a player on dollars and cents, but also the opportunity. If you were to be speaking with a free agent right now, what type of things would you be telling him about the opportunity of this player?
Yeah, when you look at the team and the way that we're built with our pitching staff, there's some teams around the league that have good pitching staffs. Not discounting that at all. Totally believe that ours is at the top, towards the top of the league. When you look at Paul, Bubba Chandler, Mitch Keller, Ashcraft, Jones, Burrows, it's unbelievable the way that we have the starting pitching depth and the talent to be really good, and I think that it's something that gives us a chance to win in 26 with the right additions.
John, along those lines, you guys felt comfortable trading Oviedo. What can you say about the version of the pitcher that came back to you last year, and how he profiles at this stage of his career?
Yeah, I mean, Oviedo, I mean, what he went through last year, Tommy John, and then the lat in spring training, and the way that he was able to come back and the competitor that he is, it stinks losing a guy like that. You know, when you look at a guy that's going to be in the rotation, from our standpoint, in order to get Garcia, it was something we had to give up something to get something, and really excited about bringing Garcia back and the impact that he could potentially have in 26. And you know, the upside that he has is tremendous, and really excited to add him back. Obviously stinks to lose Oviedo, but excited about adding Garcia.
With Oviedo, the fastball movement profile changed, right? Like it looked like there was more care on the fastball. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, it was. You know, I think that, I don't know all the stuff, but the extension and the way that the fastball played was a little bit different. Probably through I know our guys worked hard on it with him to continue to adjust some things, and he did a great job of being able to make the adjustments.
You mentioned Garcia. What do you kind of like about just the possibility of him adding some power to the lineup in 26 and just the impact that he could potentially make?
Yeah, some big time power that he brings, and just the ability to be able to play all three outfield positions. Looks like he's a above average outfielder. And just the way I saw that double that he hit in his first at bat down there in winter ball, and the way that he hustled and ran into second, you know, all the reports that we've gotten back in the video that we've gotten to watch, really excited to add a young prospect of his caliber to the team.
You think he can handle center if needed?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think he can definitely go to center field.
Don't even got a guy in Oneil Cruz that, you know, probably didn't have the year last year he might want. You know, his ceiling, talked about how sky high it is. How did the Pirates get him from what he was last year to that ceiling?
Yeah, he's Oneil's working hard this offseason and continuing to work with him on the approach, on the way that he's approaching every single at bat. I think we saw the way that he got better in the outfield last year as the season went on, and his first full season playing center field. You know, worked really hard at that, and he's doing the same thing offensively now. Major Leagues is tough, and as you start to go through those changes and teams adjust to you, being able to make the adjustment back, and we're seeing Oneil go through that right now. He's having a great offseason, and looking forward to him having a really good year next year.
Did the Pirates have somebody in the Dominican working with him? Did you guys send somebody down there?
So he was down there with Raul and at the academy doing some stuff, and an external strength and conditioning guy. And he's been back in the States too. So I know that Matt in our group is in touch with him often.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.